So in this video, we're going to shoot out the Proco Rat with the HX Effects Vermin Distortion. So I have been getting surgical with audio for years. And I really like comparing amps and pedals and try to figure out how to get the best sound and just train my ears to listen for little nuances in frequency response and volume and overall gain. So be sure to watch to the end of this video where I show you a special trick that I do all the time with my amps and dirt pedals. So here comes the shootout between the Proco Rat and the Vermin Distortion. So on the HX Effects, the actual Rat sound is called Vermin Distortion. Get it? Rat, Vermin. And we do have a gain, filter, and a level. So what we're going to start off with is a low gain sound on the Rat, and I am powering this with a one spot power supply because I'm pretty sure on the other video the battery that has been in this pedal for who knows how long was pretty much on the verge of dying, and some of the higher gain settings was kind of farting out a little bit. So maybe having an actual power supply will fix that issue. But just the same, just want to let you know that. And here is, and also I do have the pedal running through the effects loop of the HX Effects. So I will be turning this switch right here on and off. And we'll turn the Vermin on and off as well. So as of right now, this is going to be my clean sound. And I am playing through a Blue Guitar Amp 1 on the clean channel with a Reverend Sensei RA. And this is on the bridge pickup. So we have a nice clean sound there. And let's go ahead and kick in the actual Rat on Effects Loop 1. And we can hear what the settings sound like as you see before you. Alright, so it's still fairly clean. Let's go ahead and bring up the distortion just a little bit. Alright, so that's going to be the basis for our low gain sound on the actual pedal. Now let's go over to the distortion. Now let's turn off Effects Loop 1 and turn on the Vermin Distortion. And this is what sound we have so far. And now I'll flip back and forth just so you can compare. So, okay, first of all, it's not as bright. So let's go ahead and bring back the filter counterclockwise, which is going to add more brightness. Alright, so that was a little bit brighter, which I'm not too fond of. Let's go back. Pedal. It's actually pretty close. Check out the Vermin one more time. Bring up the level a little bit. I don't know, it's pretty good. time, back to the Vermin. A little too much gain there. And all this is strictly just experimenting, just going back and forth, using your ears and figuring out what the best settings are to match the sound. Okay, that's pretty much all I'm doing. So that's a pretty decent low gain sound. Here's the clean sound just by itself one more time. Back to the Vermin. And back to the pedal. Alright, I'm going to leave the low gain setting like that because I like what that is. That sounds good. Alright, so let's go and boost up the distortion to 9 o'clock. Alright, let's go over to the Vermin and raise the gain up. We're going to leave the filter and the level where it is. Alright, I still think it's a little bright. So let's turn the filter clockwise. Alright, go back to the pedal. Alright, I'm hearing something on the pedal that I'm not hearing on the HX, and that is a little bit of upper mid-range bite. So I'm going to see if I can find that area on the Vermin here. It's almost like the mids are a little bit smoother on the Vermin. Let's bring the gain up a little bit more and turn the filter clockwise. Alright, not bad. Let's go back to the pedal. Alright, so there may be a little bump in the upper mids on a certain part of the filter knob. So here's a clean sound. Alright, not bad. Let's go back to the Vermin. Gain down a little bit. And let's move the filter back to 7. Alright, so there's really a fine line from where it starts getting a little bit too bright. Back to the pedal. So once again, there's just something about the mid-range on the Rat that's just a little more barky sounding. Ooh. Let's try that riff out on the Vermin. Alright, let's bring the filter back to 7. Alright, so what I'm hearing is as the filter gets counterclockwise on the Vermin, there's really no barkiness there. It's really just high end. And that's something that I do not hear on the actual pedal itself. And even if I make the pedal darker, that upper mid bark is still there. It's just the high end is tamed a little bit more. But on the Vermin, on the HX, there's definitely not that upper mid-range bark. It's just high end. So that's basically what I'm hearing. And let me know down in the comments what you think. But here at the end of the video, let's go ahead and bring in a tube screamer. And let's see what that sounds like going into both the Vermin and the actual pedal itself. Okay. So effects loop 1 is going to be our rat pedal. The Vermin is the HX. And then you'll see the Scream 808 turn on and off there on the top. Okay, here we go. So once again, here's the clean channel. Here is the rat pedal. Scream 808 into the rat pedal. It's definitely pushing a lot more mid-range. Here's the Vermin. And Scream 808 into the Vermin. Well guys, what did you think about the Proco Rat versus the HX Effects Vermin Distortion? They both sound really good in their own right. I did hear a slight difference in frequency response in the Proco Rat versus the Vermin Distortion, but I think I got them sounding pretty close, and also just proves that you don't need a lot of gain on these pedals because they already had tons of gain for pretty much any situation you'd ever be in. Whether you're playing metal, hard rock, good old rock and roll, or maybe some blues, the Proco Rat can definitely handle anything that you throw at it. So if you find one at a pawn shop, on Reverb, on the Facebook Marketplace, then I highly suggest picking one up. And if you already have the HX Effects, then go ahead and experiment with the Vermin Distortion and see how you can fit that into your overall sound. So thanks guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe down below and click the bell so you don't miss any future videos, especially about the Proco Rat versus other digital units I have here in the studio. And leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this video and the sounds that you heard. And if you liked the video, go ahead and make that thumbs up turn blue, and I'd really appreciate that. There are tons of links down in the description that you can check out. And if you feel inclined to purchase something through my Amazon affiliate links, they'll greatly help me out and support me as I make these videos here for free on YouTube. So thanks guys for watching. I'm Doctor McFarland. I will see you in the next video. Keep rocking.